Renowned human rights lawyer Femi Falana has urged authorities to engage the grassroots, stressing that corruption cannot be tackled effectively without the involvement of the people. He stated this during the 38th Anti-Corruption Situation Room conference organized by Human and Environmental Development Agenda, IDA Resource Center in Abuja. He suggested that funds meant for the people should be judiciously used and citizens be sensitized, carried along, and able to monitor their budget. He suggested that the state government should also establish anti-corruption agencies to checkmate corruption at their level.
In each of our local government, in each of our states, we must move out of our cities and go to the rural areas to ensure that the money collected from Abuja is tracked down and used for development. Otherwise, that judgment will be useless. I will say this, on our part as lawyers, we now have a group of progressive lawyers who are prepared to collaborate with anti-graft agencies in our country to ensure that our people, like the chair has said of the FCC, have access to the dividends of democracy. I can see an anti-corruption chair from Kano here.
Mr. Laraju Suraju, the chairman of IDA Resource Center, said the event was to engage stakeholders in responding to the country's recent corruption perception rating, addressing the pervasive issues of corruption and impunity, and fostering a culture of ethical respect, integrity, and accountability at all levels of governance.
What we've consistently advised is that people get to take ownership of the fight against corruption. It is not to leave politicians or the anti-corruption agencies to fighting corruption or trying to track corruption. And it is important, which is why we're talking about integrity now, that people need to shun it. It is not only condemn those that are in public office, and even those who are in private office, and in our little community, in our little corner, even in our families. It is important that we start preaching and teaching, you know, the integrity, for people to understand the need that you need to also have that minimum integrity, not even about money alone, in all the dealings that you have with yourself, with your family, with your community, with your offices. We must be able to promote and ensure that we practice what we preach. Otherwise, what we will see is that we keep seeing the log in other the peg in other people's eyes and failing to remove the log in our own eyes. So for us at HEDA, it's important, and that is why we have all the relevant agencies and persons here to also start discussing about how we move from just mere talking about fight against corruption and anti-corruption, and also talking about how we want to promote, you know, the principle of integrity and moral.
The lecture is fostering integrity and accountability to reclaim our future, strategies for combating corruption and impunity across the board in Nigeria.